Oh my goodness, here we are. It's 12:30. It's Monday lunchtime, and we're live and linking. And every single week, I have loads of different amazing guests. But today's guests are really special. I'm already choking up. When you get made redundant and you get pushed, what do? How do you build a business? Why is it important to make relationships? We're going to learn all about this with my two very special friends, Karen and Dave. So let's bring them in. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How the devil are you?
Oh, all the better for seeing you, Ash.
Oh my goodness, this is lovely. And look, we're both in sheds.
I know.
We're
Shed
both-
love, man.
We're both in sheds, and I've never been down there. You've got your guitar on the wall as well, mate. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right, before we go any further, you have to tell us who you are, what you do.
Okay, we'll do a double act.
Go for it.
I'm Karen Meadows. I'm the marketing director at Pushed.
And I'm Dave Meadows, the creative and managing director at Pushed. And basically, we run an animation and video production company called Pushed, and we're based down in Plymouth. And we're in fact in Plympton, just outside of there. And we're a team of 5, and we've been going for about 20 years.
Wow.
Birthday is next month, in fact.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. We're having a party. 20 years. That's incredible, guys.
I know. We don't look old enough, do we? I know.
Well, I was going to
Definitely
say
some
that.
baby bubbles.
I was going to say that. Right. So you work for some really cool people, don't you? You've been doing this 20 years. You've obviously got a very good name.
Thank you.
Do some name dropping.
Oh,
Name dropping. Oh, wow.
well, we've worked with the NHS, we've worked with the National Trust, BBC Teach, AXA, Cadbury's,
ITV, lots of big sort of
Brittany
national.
Ferries.
Yeah.
We've worked with celebrity chefs like James Martin, Ainsley Harriott, Rick Stein. Oh gosh, the list is endless.
There's just a few for you.
And lots of
That's
local
awesome.
clients
That's
on the
awesome.
doorstep too.
Yeah. So let's have a little bit of your story then, because you were pushed, which is why you're called Pushed, isn't it? So you were made redundant. Is that right? Where were you working?
Yeah, let's go back a bit, Jenny.
Yeah, so Dave and I first met when we both worked at ITV. Dave in obviously the graphics animation department, and myself in admin, project management, with the MD and director of programs. I was there for 10 years. Dave was there for 11. We absolutely loved our jobs there. And then unfortunately, ITV wanted to close the Plymouth office, and the furthest south they wanted to come was Bristol. And so all 200 of our friends and colleagues were put at risk of redundancy.
Wow.
I know,
Yeah, it was scary.
massive hit individually.
One of those team members was Gus Runnybun. Is that right?
Gus Honeyburn, yeah. I used to do his animation, so that's how old I am.
No way! Oh my goodness! Oh, you're even more heroic to me now, mate.
I know. I probably even did your birthday, Ash.
That's brilliant.
So obviously, redundancy for anybody is a massive hit. We obviously had the double whammy with us both being there, and at the time I was also pregnant, so it was a little bit
Ouch!
scary. I know
It did hurt.
That really is a squeaky bum moment, isn't it?
It is. And then Dave had this wonderful idea that we would spend every single penny of our redundancy money, both of our redundancy money,
On a
and
shed.
buy computer equipment and software and build this cabin in the bottom of our garden, and we would set up on our own. And there we are. The name of Pushed was formed because we were elbowed out of our jobs.
Fantastic. That's a great story. Okay, so you've got this threat of redundancy. You're how pregnant are you?
I was 4.5 months pregnant.
Ouch. Yeah. Impending. You're not going to get another job that pregnant, are you?
Quite.
Oh my goodness, that's awful timing.
No, quite. It really was.
Yeah.
And obviously the thought of redundancy anytime is big enough, but redundancy, pregnancy, and my partner also being out of work. Oh my goodness.
You so much wanted me to get a job, really. Obviously, the initial thought was, just go and work for another production company. But
yeah, absolutely. But down here, we don't have them, do we?
We don't really. I mean, the 2-4 Productions was over the road at the time, but I didn't really want to do that. It wasn't my kind of idea going forward. So I thought, I've got this one chance to try something different, to maybe, be in charge of my own destiny. So hence the reason we had quite a lot of discussions for probably about 12 months, because we actually had a bit of lead time before we left. eventually I wore Karen down. She eventually went, "Go on then, please make it work. I'll give you a year." So
and this was my next question. But before I come to my next question, Paul Seeley is saying, "Can he have 56 bunny hops?" You don't look old enough, Paul.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Mihal is saying, "Good afternoon from a rainy London." It was rainy here. It's brightening up now,
Yeah,
Mihal.
right
So hopefully it's coming your direction. And Paul's also saying nice scones, and I want to dig into the scones in a minute, but that's a little bit else. So my question then, you've got this bunch of money coming. You're both out of work, or you're going to be out of work. And one of you is saying we should do our own business, and the other one is saying, no, I don't think we should. And then one day, one person's saying the opposite, because I know what it's like. And it's like, yeah, we should do this. No, I'm having second thoughts now. What were those conversations like? How many teacups got thrown?
Oh, a lot.
A lot. There was many a night up till 2 o'clock in the morning discussing the pros and cons, and it was sort of now or never. Why wouldn't we? Let's give it a go. We don't want to have a life of regret by not trying. And we went round and round and round around the houses, to be honest with you, Ashley. And obviously thrown into the mix was obviously a baby.
Yeah, sure.
It was tricky.
It was the love of being down here, though, Ash. I think that's the one thing we wanted to do, was to try and stay down here. I've worked in London, and I thought, look, I've got this chance to try and make a business down here. Now, I mean, this was at the kind of like, the beginning of time of having the internet starting to work quite well down here and having those kind of connections. So we thought, it wasn't a really.
We're looking 2005, aren't we?
2005, yeah. So things were
dial-up was quite fast. We didn't have broadband then, did we?
No. Well, it wasn't in this street here. We had to get it put in. So it was those kind of times. But we kind of looked at it. I mean, it wasn't a rash decision, to be fair. I mean, we did actually sit down and have some, as you quite rightly said, some really sort of like deep conversations about how we can make this actually work. And because we had a bit of lead time from leaving ITV, we did actually put a lot of feelers out. So we spent those 12 months kind of really putting some connections in place. So the day I left ITV, I knew that on that Monday morning when I started work again, I had jobs ready lined up. So it was quite kind of, methodical and thought through to obviously help someone's kind of nerves.
Well, I had a similar story, because I had a job, and you were involved with with the fundraising, and the success of that fundraising made me think I can do anything, and so I left my job, and I wasn't planning. I really wasn't planning on starting my own business. I just hated where I was working, and my wife turned around and said, "Go out on your own." So our conversations were totally different. I didn't believe in myself. I never. What have I got to offer? But she had faith in me, like you had faith in each other, that you could make this work. And I think sometimes we've got to be a little bit brave and believe the other person, because if we don't get outside our comfort zone, we'll never know what will happen. But you said living a life of regret. Who wants to do that?
You don't. And there's only one way to know, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's by giving it a go.
Yeah. What's the best that can happen?
Absolutely, Actually, absolutely.
I like it.
And 20 years later, here we are.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Still smiling. And you've got a good, solid business. You employ. There's 5 of you in the team.
Yes.
So it's a family. We're not just getting by. Like I'm in my shed. We're actually helping other people to grow and move on. I guess in those 20 years, you've had people come and they've gone and they're doing amazing things now, and you can sit back and go, yeah, I helped them.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing
in a sense as well, because we're so small, all of our team have to be competent in lots of different areas of work. Whereas if you're in a bigger animation studio, you're very much pigeonholed into you are the script person or the storyboard, etc. Whereas our guys are versatile; they can do it all.
Yeah, fantastic. And then that means when you meet with a potential new client and they want this, and this, yeah, of course we can do it. Yeah. We can get George and Dave doing that, and then Sally can do this, and before you know it, you've got this amazing thing. And yeah, brilliant. It's so much better working with a small team, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And the clients like it because obviously they get to speak directly to the animator working on the project. Whereas if you deal with larger companies, you'll have a project manager who manages it for you, and they never get to speak to that man on the ground. And I think the clients really like that.
Yeah. Well, it's just, the thing is, if I hire a huge company, I'm never going to talk to the person that's at the coalface. I'm just talking to somebody that just does lunch.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
and it's sort of like, oh, well, I really thought, oh, really? Oh, okay, we can do that. I'll just do this and it will change the color. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right.
Fantastic. I want to go back to how we first met
Yeah.
Yes.
because it's a great story. I'll try and compose myself. But we met with the empowerment group, didn't we?
We did.
Paul's watching. And so we met up every single morning during COVID. It was Rachel Howarth and Vic. Vic. I forgot his name. I was going to say Vic Reeves. It wasn't Vic Reeves.
Williams.
Vic Williams. It is Vic Williams. And we met every single morning. And we did this. We just did this every single morning.
Oh, fun times.
It was fun times. It was scary times. And every single day we just sort of like came on and did different things and stuff like that. Then we did this fundraising, and or I did this fundraising, but you guys helped me with the video. I did 24 hours of live YouTube, which is just crazy. And that gave me the confidence to go and set my own business up. And then I set my own business up and I started coaching people, and then I was told I couldn't do that. And so I started doing LinkedIn. And I turned around to the group and said, if anyone fancies some free LinkedIn training, come along. And you came, Karen. You're my very first ever customer. Paul was on there as well. And I did some training. We did 15 minutes a day. And now I'm the 15-minute guy. And I know LinkedIn inside out. I've taught over 600 people now, working with some amazing people. But I never forget the first one. And that's why you've got some scones there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Because the postman came, all right, but a few days after the training course, the postman came, little box, opened up the little box, and it was a cream tea by post. Okay, and in there was this card. That's over 4 years ago, Karen. I've still kept it.
I'm very impressed, actually. Very impressed.
Full cup coaching is awesome. Just saying. Thank you for your help, Karen. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Oh,
Bliss.
It was scones. It was scones. Go on, give us a scone. Yeah, absolutely.
Before he eats it.
Can you take that one?
Oh, thank you, mate.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh, I'm so pleased that small little gesture had such a big impact on you, Ashley, because over the last 5-ish years, you've gone literally from strength to strength to strength. And it was never in question or doubt in my mind, because being a guinea pig on your first ever training course that day was remarkable. You bounced in like Tigger, full of enthusiasm and smiles. You really invigorated the entire screen with your energy. And the information you gave out was fab. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. But I'm still doing exactly the same. It's exactly the same content that I'm teaching. I've learned an awful lot more, so I give a lot more value and stuff like that. I work one-to-one with people, but it is still the 15 minutes a day because it just works. But I don't know if you remember this, but you said to me, Dave's coming on the next one you do, Dave's coming and he's paying full price, no mates rates.
Absolutely.
Quite.
Well, but the thing is, right, when you're running a business, and you must have had this 20 years ago, what do I charge for a bit of animation? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all struggle with pricing. And we've all got some level of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
That card told me that someone is willing to pay me to learn how to do LinkedIn. I will never forget that. And it's those things and the community that we've built up. Paul's on the call today. I'm good friends with Paul. I launch my website tomorrow. All right. You remember Richie Cridge?
Yes,
we do. Go, Richie.
Young guy jumped on the call the very first day we did it. He goes, I just started my business. COVID hit and he just started his business. It was a website business. And I turned around to him and we had a few little chats, and I was working with a company where they needed websites and stuff like that. And so he's just done my website. She's launching tomorrow.
Fantastic.
But here's the thing. This is how amazing it is building a community and working with each other. He did the landing page for the charity thing where we raised all that money. And the last count was over £16,000.
Oh,
which is just crazy.
Yeah.
So he did that for me. But he sent me a message a few weeks ago. Thanks to you, Ashley, I've had so many referrals. I want to do a website for you for free.
Oh, no way. Wow.
Fabulous.
Isn't that amazing?
That is what goes around comes around, Ashley.
That is what community is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's all about having a people that you could just, hey, what do you think about this? I reached out to another member of that group just to ask a few questions, and he's already booked a meeting with me. And I'm having lunch with James Twigger in a few weeks' time. But these are all people that we just jumped into the Zoom during lockdown when we didn't know what was going on. The world was crazy. How did it affect your business?
Well, we first of all thought, because we're animation and video production, albeit 80% in favour of animation, so we're in the cabin behind computers, we did actually have some live action work on at the time.
Yeah, 2 commercials were making.
2 commercials, which involved actors on location, film crew, etc.
Well, you weren't going to do that, were you?
No.
That literally dropped off a cliff overnight. So it was a bit of a nail-biting time. But actually, that client realised that they still needed to put themselves in front of people's eyes and said, we'll carry on with the TV commercial, but can you make it fully animated? Absolutely, we can.
Yeah.
And so that was the start of it. But then we very luckily had some e-learning to do, didn't we? For the beauty world in terms of nails, fingernail technicians.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to see live action, a nail coming off a human and the disease possibly on a nail.
No, stop. This is going on at lunchtime.
Enjoy your school.
Live at lunchtime, stop it.
But obviously through the power of animation, we can show bits of the body coming apart and showing the disease and the bone structure exactly. And that e-learning was just short of 6-7 hours.
6-7 hours work. I mean,
it got us through COVID.
It was literally 12 months worth of work. It was like someone had shone a light down on us and gone, right, actually you do this for 12 months while kind of COVID happens. And it did. I mean, we were very lucky because, I mean, we furloughed our guys and then the following week went, you need to come back in. Well, not come back in, but technically kind of online and start working again. But yeah, it did work out well for us. I mean, yeah, it really shone a light on animation, COVID. It showed how versatile it was. And I mean, 2 years sort of like after COVID, work went crazy. I mean, obviously we've had our ups and downs since with lots of other things going on in the world. But yeah, after that, it really helped us.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So 20 years of being in business, you're happy to share the highs and the lows?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You kind of
the lows, you never know what's around the corner, clearly, and you have to sort of prepare and keep your umbrella ready to put up at any given time, whether it's the financial banking crash 07-08, whether it is the COVID, the Brexit, the change of government, increases in NI, all of these things, although they're at the bigger picture, they have an impact, especially on small businesses. And unfortunately, marketing seems to be an area that clients are very happy to cut if things get tight, when actually they should double it and be a Kellogg's. Kellogg's double their advertising when things are tough, and look where they are. They're a market leader, and it's very difficult for people to want to spend when things are tough because they obviously think marketing is an easy one to crawl back on. So they're the lows, really, aren't they?
I think the lows also shape the highs for us, because I mean, when Karen alluded to the marketing crash back in the banking crash back in 2008, at the time we were only working in broadcast because that's all I ever knew, and we suddenly looked at it and went, oh my god. I mean, we lost probably 60 to 80% of our clients overnight because we worked for small production companies. They all had bank loans, they all went under, and that was the most scariest time I think we've so far had. So we went, how else can we use animation? So we looked at the corporate world and we went, oh, hang on a minute, this is a great tool for kind of like explaining messages out there. And that changed us. That was a real pivotal point for us in 2008. It totally changed us. And we've had to do similar things recently. I mean, in the last 12 months, it's been incredibly hard. I mean, the world, as we know, the economy is all over the shop. So we're having to remodel, rechange, reshape ourselves to move forward. But I think it comes out with a silver lining on the end of it because it makes you stronger each time. And
yes, absolutely.
From that.
And you'll know this as business owners, you have to have pots and pots of resilience,
Yes.
and take the knocks, have the thick skin, and just keep coming back, fighting stronger and stronger, really. But the highs, and obviously there's been many highs as well over the 20 years. We've got a fantastic team with us. They are only small, but my word, are they mighty. And we wouldn't be anywhere without our team. So Dave and I are out of the office many days a week. They keep the place running. On top of the team, our wonderful clients, of course, we wouldn't be here without them. But equally, we've worked hard to stand out and be different from our competitors. I'm getting in the frog. So in the last 2 years, we've successfully achieved 2 ISOs, one 9001 for quality and the other 14001 for environmental. Obviously, we work from a log cabin, and we do whatever we can to help the environment and leave the place a better place than when we found it.
And that really shaped our business and how we run it as well, and our procedures. It's lined up a lot of ducks. I mean, it's really good. It's unusual for an animation company to get ISOs, so it's nice to stand out in that way. But other kind of business that we've kind of won, things like the BBC, that took us 4 years to get through that door. We banged on it for a long time, did a lot of pitches, spent a lot of money, and eventually it landed. And that was a real huge high for us, because for such a little business to get through and work with BBC Teach was a real kind of big game changer for us.
Well done, well done. What a great story. I just pop this message up. Someone's watching. I don't know who you are, but if you want to put your name in, I'll give you a name check. This is really helping me not living a life of regret and giving it a go. Poignant thoughts. Great. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you.
And thank you for that. And you also get involved with Small Business Britain and Small Business Saturday, don't you? That's a great community to be in, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah. How did you find them?
Fantastic.
No, how did you find them?
How did we find them? Word of mouth and internet.
Yeah, I mean, you were looking around, kind of it popped up, didn't you? And thought, well, let's put ourselves forward. You never know what will happen.
Got to be in it to win it.
Right. So, but you were watching their webinars and stuff like that, though, weren't you? Yeah. Because the support that they offer small business owners is just incredible, isn't it? They're always doing something.
Yes.
You had a pitch event last week, is that right?
We did. I mean, when you think small businesses in the UK equals something like 5.4 million small businesses,
it's mad, isn't it?
People championing us. And yes, as you well know, there was this pitch event last week in London. We were very kindly invited to the BT offices, which are very swanky. Had some lovely views from the 18th floor.
Nice.
My stomach was doing flip-flops because I don't like heights. But Dave had a pitch event. You want to talk about that?
I do. It was great. It was fantastic. In fact, hang on. My TV design is going to want to turn itself in a second. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I couldn't think about saying going to go on to standby. We managed to kind of do a pitch up there. It was to international companies, and we kind of actually managed to kind of talk with the Department of Business and Trade as well, and actually talk to them. And the pitch went down exceptionally well with them. It was really, really good. I was told it was one of the best of the day, which was obviously kind of like it was quite.
And to think the day before you were doing this.
I was a bag of nerves. You would never believe it. But no, it went really well. It was well rehearsed. It all came good in the end. But yeah,
it's because you've got a good story. You've been doing this 20 years.
Absolutely.
You may not be polished at delivering the message, but the message is always polished. Because you eat, sleep, and drink animation and pushed, and the passion for what you do and the passion for Devon, it comes out of every pore.
Yeah, I think being authentic is the biggest part of it.
Absolutely.
If you're authentic, I mean, obviously, because we're talking about what we already know, so we don't have to kind of flower it up. It is what it is. But I think being authentic and sounding authentic, that's a big plus, I think, really.
No, absolutely fantastic. And Small Business Britain also do Small Business Saturday. So that is a celebration. Before I do that, I'm just going to give Tim is just saying what a wonderful couple you are. Clearly resilient and creative. Always a joy to speak with you both. Pushed will go from strength to strength. So yeah, thanks for saying hello, Tim. You're done. Yeah, so they celebrate small businesses, and they're doing a tour at the moment. They're going right around the country, going and visiting small businesses, which is absolutely amazing. It's organized by Michelle Ovens.
Yeah.
She has got the most delightful team working with her. It's amazing. They pull in all kinds of amazing favors and sponsorship from like you say, BT, Zero, Lloyd's Bank, the University of Peterborough, the House of Lords.
I know.
It's just incredible. And so Small Business Saturday is on the 6th of December this year.
Yes.
And they've picked 100 small businesses to champion every single day of that run up, the 100-day run up to the 6th of December. And I am staring at winners from Devon right now in front of me. And I think you've got the banner behind you, haven't you?
Here it is.
There.
Dave's going to have again.
So what did you think when the email came through and it said that you are one of the 100? Look at that. Well done, you. Well done, you. What did you think? What did you think when that email came through?
I was, in fact, if I'm honest, Ashley, I didn't know the email had come through. And a certain person who's not sat too far away from me, dressed in yellow, phoned me to tell me to look at my email.
That's hilarious.
Because you were also one of the 100.
Yes.
And so I actually read the email live with Ashley on the side of the
Oh,
phone.
that brings it full circle, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
So it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And after our conversation, I then told Dave, who didn't even know I'd put in for it.
I know, sneaky.
So that was fantastic. So that was another jaw-dropping moment. So it was a really wonderful day and a wonderful surprise. And like you said, Michelle is such a champion for SBS and small business generally that
absolutely
she's the right person at the helm.
Yeah,
my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. But there's so many that I watched. I can't remember what the webinar was last week, but it was all about PR, and there's loads coming up. There's one every single day between now and the 6th of December. I'm doing one next week on the 20th of November for content. And to be able to share my love with like, it's like, I'm giving back, which is just brilliant. And it's just a lovely community. You must have had a whale of a time up at Pitch Fest.
Oh, we did.
Meeting everybody.
We met loads of people, didn't we?
There's so many. I mean, 80 other businesses there. I mean, from all corners, all different types of sectors. It was really, a real opportunity.
And it was great to hear from a couple of the ministers as well about them championing small businesses in Britain.
Yeah, which is so important. So important.
Yeah, Chris Bryant and Blair McDougall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, so I had that email and I thought, I wonder who else is in Devon. And I had a look. And oh my goodness, it couldn't have been two of the best people ever. And it just and so I just turned around and said, right, you have to be on my show. And here we are on the show, and we've run out of time.
Oh no, already.
That's gone quick.
Yeah, I know. No. We should have booked an hour. But what question haven't I asked you today, guys? What haven't I asked you that you want to get out there?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We've got an exciting project that we've just finished, and it goes live on Amazon on the 18th of November for a local jewelers called Michael Spires. And it's fully animated and it's very, very magical, and you might shed a tear.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's really cool.
It's probably the most detailed animation we've ever made. So it's a big piece of work.
And that goes out on Amazon.
Amazon Prime on the 18th of November.
Wow. Because you're seeing a lot more adverts on Prime now, aren't you?
Yes.
So we'll be seeing yours.
So get a tissue ready.
Just imagine when it comes on. I'll be. I know who made that. My friends made that. Oh, that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome, guys. You've been super delightful. I knew this would be an amazing show. I'm just going to give a shout out to my guest next week, who is Karen Eckstein. She's coming in. She's a resilience expert, so she'll be telling us her story and how she can help with your resilience. So she's here next week. And guys, big thank you to everybody for coming on and all those comments. Thank you so much for the scone. It's sat there like, I can really eat that.
Eat the rest of it now.
So thanks. Yeah. So guys, super to see you. I will see you on. Are you coming to the event on the 21st?
21st of November.
Yeah, the Exeter Run.
Oh yes, I hope so.
Yeah.
We will see you there. And if you're local to Exeter, then come to the Exeter Run and meet Karen and Dave, because they are absolutely delightful. Guys, thank you so much indeed. Cheerio.
Thank you for having us. Thanks, Ashley.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching or listening to my show this week. I want to bring to you people that can help us running our business. I love having a chat. I'm very nosy, very curious, and I'd love to ask questions. So if you want to be a guest, or if you've got some ideas for guests, let me know. And if you want me to help you with your LinkedIn, get in touch, because I want to give you a voice. Now, that could just be using LinkedIn, but I do other things as well. So I can help you with a podcast, a live show, and all kinds of other amazing things. So get in touch. My name is Ashley Leeds. I'm the 15-minute guy, and you can find me on LinkedIn.